Good morning, children. Today we are going to revise for our evening examination. The portions were set. This is a chapter fully in the numbers, integers, fractions, decimal numbers, rational numbers. Rational numbers I have said exercise 4A, 4B and 4C up to problem number 3. Then geometry, fundamental concepts, angles, problem number 7 up to problem number 7. In that I have selected the problem also and teached you. Then basic construction for drawing a line segment. So these are the portions and the pattern is choose the best answer, match the following, answer the following. Then you have one geometrical question that how to draw a line segment constructed by perpendicular bisector. Now we will revise the exercise. Fundamental concepts. In the geometry, I will be revising it for the one word questions. So if you take a line has some position, shape, length. When you look at it, it has no end point. So line will not have an end point. Ray means it extends in one direction from one fixed point. So one side it is extendable and another side it is fixed. Then line segment means it has two end points and a finite length. So a line segment has a two end points and a finite length. The properties of line, there are infinite number of points on a straight line. If you see a straight line, there are infinite number of points together formed as a line. You all know collinear means three or more points in a straight line. Concurrent means three or more straight lines have one point in common. That is called as concurrent lines. And if you see angle, types of angles you have, right? Acute angle, right angle, obtuse, straight means 180 degree, obtuse means the angle should be greater than 90 degree. Then complementary angle means when you add sum of two angles which will be equal to 90 degree. It is an important one. You have to memorize. Complementary means when you add sum of two angles will be 90 degree. Supplementary angle means sum of two angles will be 180 degree. Then sum of measure of all the angles at a point will be 360 degree. And in this exercise 2, I have specifically taught you first problem, second problem and seventh problem. An angle is equivalent to its supplement. That means you will be taking x plus x is equal to 180, 2x is equal to 180, x is equal to 180 divided by 2. This is how we will find the angle, right? Up to this only you are going to learn in geometry. And extra how to draw one line segment. For AB is equal to 6.3, construct a perpendicular bisector. So I have taught you how to draw a perpendicular bisector. Am I right? So what you will do? You will draw a line using the ruler and take the measurement 6.3 you will be taking. After drawing the line segment, you will be naming it, you will be writing the measurement. Then using compass, you will be taking more than half of the given measurement, 6.3. If you divide it by 2, 3 2s are 6, point will be there, 3 one time. So more than 3 point. If you take, it is more than half of. You can even take 4, 4.2, 4.5 like that. After taking more than half, you are going to keep the compass at the line point A. You are going to cut one arc above and below the line segment. Similarly, without changing the radius, you are going to keep the compass and you are going to cut an arc above and below. Draw the line touching each the arcs at the center and you are going to name it. This is how drawing a perpendicular bisector. For this you have construction at page number G20. If you able to learn it, you can learn, or else you can write each step by how you are constructing the perpendicular bisector. This will be like this only will be your perpendicular bisector. Now let's get one short revision on the exercise problem. As we said, already we have completed concepts of set. In the beginning of the concepts of sets, we have learned this, all the important points. A set means collection of well-defined objects, and the meaning symbol also we have learned, and we have attended the question for the midterm also. And a singleton set means how will you denote n of a is equal to 1. An empty set means n of a is equal to 0. Infinite set, finite set, how will you denote all this, you remember? And just give a look on these all the things and how to draw a Venn diagram. In this exercise 1b, give more importance from question number 5 to question number 10. In this Venn diagram itself, you will be having two different variations. Am I right? Adjoining set, disjoining set. When you have a common term, you will be drawing the Venn diagram one over the other. If you don't have any common members in the set, you will be drawing the Venn diagram separately. So don't forget all this, revise this. Universal set also you give important. Then in exercise 1D, the integers. If you look at the problem number 3, 4, 5, the simplification, you will be using Bodmer's rule. Am I right? First bracket, next off, then division, next multiplication, addition, subtraction. So we have learnt all these problems. Concentrate on these problems. Then fractions. If you come across the fractions topic, you have types of fraction, proper fraction, improper fraction. When you have a denominator is bigger than numerator, you call that fraction as an proper. If numerator is bigger, you call it as an improper fraction. So give concentration on the classification of fraction. After that, how to convert the fraction into the simplest form, converting into the mixed fraction, that and all give more importance. And when you come to decimal, addition of decimal, then arranging the numbers, decimal numbers in ascending order. So give importance for that also, how to arrange the given numbers, decimal numbers in ascending order. Then multiplication, finding the values of the numbers which is in power. 1.4 means how will you write? 1.4 whole square, 1.4 multiplied by 1.4. Then you will be multiplying it. Am I right? So don't forget this. And the exercise 3E. For this we have learned what you mean by terminating decimal, non-terminating decimal. If a dividend exactly divisible by the divisor, and if the remainder is 0, then the quotient is called as terminating decimal. What do you mean by terminating decimal? The remainder exactly 0, we call that decimal as a terminating decimal. If you don't have a remainder as 0 and it is go on continuing infinitely, it goes on, we call it as a non-terminating decimal. This exercise 3 is more important. You just concentrate on the all three problems, work it out, all the problems in this. Rational numbers. How to convert the given into a standard form. When you cancel all the common terms, then it will come into the standard form. See, express the numerator as 12. How will you express the numerator as 12? For the given rational number, you have to make it as 12. When you multiply numerator by 4, you will be getting 12. In 4 3s are 12. But you have here a positive numerator plus 12. Here you have negative numerator. So to make it as a positive number, multiplying it by minus 4. Similarly, denominator also you have to do. 7 4s are 28. So concentrate on this 4b, addition of rational numbers and subtraction of rational numbers. Up to this only I have asked the questions. So work it out, cover all the topics which I have said it is important, specific. Work out it. Any doubts you have, you can call and ask me. Thank you, students.